guys, welcome back to Strong Successful Male. So for today, I'm going to go over a very entertaining article titled, "A Model Divides Up Options with a List of Strict Dating Rules, Including Weekly Allowance." And guys, this article I'm going to go over here, this is all about a so-called model, and I'm using that word loosely here, who is on TikTok. And she obviously is pretty popular with her circle, makes money off it and all that. And this whole article is going to go about all her crazy demands that she puts on guys if they want to be involved with her. Okay, I'm talking these things are outright ridiculous, and I'm doing this story to you guys for a bunch of reasons. One, it's entertaining, and you're going to get a good laugh at this, especially when you click on the link and see what she looks like. Because let me tell you right now, I'm going to post a link in the description to this article, and you can pause the video, take a look, and you'll see what she looks like. And while beauty lies in the eye of the beholder, from my perspective, I don't see how she has even 2 followers on TikTok, let alone what she has. Because in my opinion, no, not my type. Maybe some of you guys might find her attractive. I sure as hell don't. So I don't know how in the hell she's able to pull this off and get what she wants here. But regardless, this is all about the ridiculous demands that this woman is calling for guys to date her. I mean, it is, you're going to be baffled when you hear this and think that she actually can get this. There are guys out there that are that pathetic and weak. I'm doing this, guys, for a lot of reasons. Like I said, aside from entertainment, but big one is to show you the mindset, the attitude that is out there nowadays. And it isn't just from the very, very obviously attractive women that are the 9s and 10s, even the 8s, but especially the 9s and 10s, the type of women that, you know, the type, they walk into a room and every dude is like, whoosh, turn their heads, they notice her. These are just, in my opinion, average gals that have this attitude nowadays. And at the end of the day, the question is, okay, where does that come from? It comes from never-ending attention from dudes on social media, dating apps, thanks to the feminist movement telling women that they're empowered and they deserve everything and you're worth it and all that stuff. All the attention, like I said, attention validation from guys. This is what I tell guys. If you're on social media, stop liking all the pictures. Stop commenting on them. It's amazing to me. You know, the other day, I saw this woman on YouTube who has a channel kind of like ours, kind of like the one I do here, helping guys out. And she's really good looking. She's in her 20s, and I'll give credit where credit's due. She's good looking. And so I was curious, and she has a very big following. I'm not going to mention her name, but I clicked on one of her videos one time because I was curious, and you can see all these guys comment in the comment section just kissing her ass. And she talks about a lot of stuff that I talk about. So she has a big audience with guys because she talks about what I talk about and other channels like me, but also she's good looking. And all these comments from guys, and then and I was even more curious and went on Instagram because she has an Instagram, and all these comments from guys kissing her butt, just saying all these things you can imagine. This is a perfect example. So guys, if you're on social media, don't do that. Because what it does is they're not going to give you the time of day. If you have girls you like and you think by constantly complimenting them and liking their pictures on Instagram or TikTok or any other form of social media, that's going to help you, no. Because they see you as a fan, nothing more, okay? You know, she's the queen, you're the peasant. Or more like a jester. So don't do that. And also because it builds up the egos. That's what we have today. Because an average gal who's just okay looking could post pictures of her at the beach, at the bar or the club in a short skirt and just done up enough with enough makeup and hair. You know, she can make herself appear to look better than she is, and she'll get bombarded with attention from guys. And that builds up the egos, and this is where this type of stuff comes from. So I know I'm going on and on about this, but I can't make this any more clear. So if you're that type of guy, or you've been in the habit of doing that, don't do it. And even worse, the guys that sign up for the OnlyFans, they pay the girls to do this. They're the worst. So don't be that guy. But anyhow, I'm going to get into this, guys. This will definitely leave you all a little shocked this morning, but to show you what I talk about and what not to do, if you do it, what this leads to. So it says here, Mariah Mills, 28 years old from New York in the U.S., has a pretty high standards when it comes to the men she dates. She listed her expectations in a TikTok video that has since gone viral. Now, she probably did this on purpose, knowing darn well it would go viral because of the things she talks about here, and it's only helped her situation. And someone can say, well, SSM, you're only helping her too. Well, I'm also helping guys, and I'm showing what's out there. This is also entertainment, but it is what it is. A model and self-proclaimed 10 out of 10, has shared a list of rules she expects prospective suitors to follow if they want to date her, leaving TikTok users divided. She says here, Mariah Mills, 28 from New York, has high standards when it comes to the men she dates, and if they don't tick every box, they're swiftly kicked to the curb. How many times have I talked to you guys about the long list, the ridiculous list of stuff that the gals have? And I gotta tell you, this list that I'm gonna go over here, guys, and the list that many have, I sometimes think they do it on purpose just to see how much shit they can get away with and how many suckers will actually put up with this. But the interesting thing is, the guys that actually do this, I guarantee it. Let's say she found a guy that she actually wanted to keep and date seriously and did all this crap that she's gonna list. It's only a matter of time she'll be hooking up with a dude that doesn't do any of this stuff. The list of requirements is a demanding one too, including things such as an allowance to her, weekly oral you-know-what on her, and let me tell you, by looking at her pictures, ugh, and a dozen roses sent to her every week. Okay, a dozen roses every week, weekly taking care of her down there, and an allowance, even though she makes a ton of money on TikTok. She says here, I don't struggle for dates. I'm a 10 out of 10, and I don't need to waste my time on someone who isn't prepared to put the effort in, Mariah said. 10 out of 10. Do you see what I'm talking about? She says, I want to be wined and dined and looked after, but he has to also respect that I'm a girl boss who earns her own money. Well, if you're a girl boss who earns your own money, then you don't need me. Excuse me, guys. You don't need me to give you a weekly allowance. But you just want to see what you can get away with. And I wouldn't be surprised if she had 5 dudes that she was dating that gave her a weekly allowance. She says, and I can't stand being pocket watched. Never comment on how much money I spend. It's none of your business. He also has to have his own money, and I'm not supporting anyone. While some of the model's relationship stipulations may sound extreme, others are more standard. She says, he has to know how to cook and clean. I can't be dealing with someone who's messy or couldn't make a dinner if we stay in. Well, here's a question. Can you cook or clean? Because I've noticed, and maybe a lot of you guys have noticed, that the gals these days, more and more, they can't cook or clean. They can attempt to clean, but I've seen a lot of houses that were complete messes. But cooking, yeah, right. Not so much anymore. He also has to know how to dress well and smell good. Guys who don't smell good are such a turnoff. Well, I'm assuming she's taking baths too. Any man I date has to love dogs and animals. I won't even entertain someone who doesn't appreciate how amazing animals are. Okay, I'll give her that one. I'm an animal lover too. I have a dog named Charlie, and he is my world. Any man will always come second to him, and they should know that. Okay, so amongst the weekly allowances, dozen roses, and the oral you-know-what down there, which I don't even want to visualize looking at her pictures. Also, he knows that he comes number 2 to her dog. Okay. Again, guys, you may say, what guy would go along with this? Well, I'm sure there are some out there that would. Despite earning a significant income through her music, modeling, and OnlyFans career, aha, I knew it. I read this before, but I forgot about the OnlyFans part, so of course she's on there too. Mariah expects to have the cash splashed on her. She said, I want a dozen roses sent to me at least once a week. Oh, at least. And even though I usually pay for my own nails and pedicures, I would expect him to pay for them at least once a month. I also want an allowance to show you how much you appreciate me. He has to spoil and romance me. She could have quite a little business going if she got 10 suckers to think that they're dating her, and just they all give her an allowance every single week. I mean, I don't want to give anybody a bad idea here, but you get my point. There are suckers that would do this. Mariah, who is also a rapper and actress, shared her list on TikTok, where it has since racked up 195,000 views and 17,000 likes in just a few days. Thank God I was born when I was. Thank God I'm not young and wrapped up in all this type of world here. I don't think I would, because I'm different. I was always different. What was the cool thing back when I was younger? I just didn't want to go along with it, what the masses did. That was always my personality, but 195,000 views and 17,000 likes in just a few days. Probably a lot of effness that like her demanding ways. And the reaction from users has been very mixed, with some happy to sign up straight away, while others were less impressed. Of course some were happy to sign up right away. One guy says, "Sign me up, beautiful," one follower wrote. Really? Another one says, that's fine with me. You just have to cook for me. I heard you're great at that," added someone else. I didn't hear that. I heard she just wants the guy to cook for her. Some question what the model would offer to her boyfriend if they fulfilled the many requirements. There's an important question. What does she bring to the table? Do you think the guy cares that she's I don't want to say the word famous, but a TikTok star? No. Do you think he cares that she has that status? No. Do you think he cares that she has all those followers? No. The guy says, "What do you bring to the table?" Asked someone else. Right. "Really, LOL. So what's in it for me? What do I get?" inquired another potential suitor. Another guy says, "Nah, I'm good," wrote another user. Guy says, "Yeah, you lost me at taking shopping once a week," added another user, adding laughing, crying emojis. Well, thank the Lord, there's also plenty of people that see this as a bunch of crap and just like, you got to be kidding me. Others were perplexed by the demand for weekly flower deliveries. A guy says, wait for a minute, 12 dozen a week, LOL, wrote one person. Expensive ones week, I can't even afford to buy one week to myself, added someone else. I think it's just a giant list to see what you can get away with. And promote her kind of going for the diva thing, because so-called singers, because I really want to refer to her as a model or actress or singer. They tend to be known as divas. So she's, hey, what can I get away with? What will these suckers do for me? Mariah has very specific ideas on how she wants a future boyfriend to treat her. The model said he must be funny, but he can't comment. She wrote this wrong. Of course she wrote this wrong. He must be funny, but he cannot make me the butt of his jokes. It's not funny at all. It's very annoying. Oh, so he can't poke fun at her. So she has no sense of humor. She can't take a joke. That sounds like a lot of fun. All the gals I've ever dated or been involved with, one thing they all had is they could take a joke. They could have a sense of humor, because believe me, I'm a smart ass. I'm sarcastic. I poke fun. Those types would last 5 seconds with me that had no sense of humor. Said, I also wanted to be confident with me, being sexy and hot and taking risky photos for my career. So he's going to be that sucker that's going to be around taking pictures of her all the time. Any man who tries to stop me doing what I love and earning money is gone. It's the same for any guy who has a problem if other men hit on me. My last couple of boyfriends couldn't handle the attention I got and tried to pick fights with everyone. And you know what? I'm sure she probably enjoyed every minute of it. Think about it. Because those types love drama, because that means that they're fighting over her, so she's therefore worth something. Guys, if your relationship, guys, do not start getting into fights with other dudes over your girl. If a situation arises where probably the stage is being set, probably for her to get you to fight over her, then she's bad news. Get out of there. Just a quick tip while I'm thinking about it. She says, it's a massive turnoff for me. If I'm with a guy, I'm super loyal to them. A wink from another man isn't going to make me stray. Something tells me I don't think she seems like the loyal type. Also, you always have to be good in bed. In fact, the sex has to be amazing, and you should give me oral weekly. Again, what is he getting out of this? She says, I want a masculine man who can look after me. No masculine man is going to do all the things on her list. A masculine man is going to laugh his ass off. A real masculine guy is going to be like, no, you can give me an allowance. You're going to give me the oral many times a week. A masculine man's never going to do any of this shit. It goes to show you they don't quite get. See what I mean? Lastly, if any guy has managed to make it through 12 months, then they better be prepared to get down on one knee if they want it to last. Propose in 1 year, that makes a whole lot of sense. Clearly she hasn't gotten any of these yet. Mariah added, if you're still lucky enough to be dating me after 1 year and I don't see a ring, I'm going to break up with you. I have too many options. You're wasting my time. Well, I want to point out that she's 28. What's happening in 2 years? She's 30. And again, I've seen the pictures, and in my opinion, I don't see how she's pulling this off, but okay, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. You guys can take a look. And by the way, don't go tormenting her, please. I don't need that crap coming back to me. But anyhow, I don't know how she's getting that, but okay. But she's turning 30 soon. And believe me, the numbers are going to start dropping. Big time. That's how it goes. Because for the gals, the prime is the teens and 20s. For the guys, it really begins for us when we're in our 30s. And going on. I mean, even a guy's prime is considered actually to be his peak is 50 years old. So, which means, hey, I got 6 more years. So cool. But, all right, guys, that is it for today. It's a quick one. It's a funny video. Nothing too serious here. But I just wanted to show you the mindset that's out there. How ridiculous some of these gals can get. I mean, but at the end of the day, I guess I could say the lesson from the story is, guys, this is exactly what you get when you bombard a gal with constant attention and validation. When on TikToks, any type of social media, whatever it is, by you doing that, so don't be that guy. A lot of guys complain about the attitude out there and the mindset, and the average gals just going around with this attitude. Well, this is where you get, that's where it comes from. And not just on social media, but also dating apps. The guys that bombard the gal through the emails and the messages on dating apps, amongst many other things. Don't be that guy, okay? If I can get one guy not to do this because of this video, I've done my job. So, all right, guys, that's it for today. Be sure to comment down below. Let me know what you think about this. In fact, I really want to hear what you have to think about this. Let me know if you ever had a girl actually try to get you to do some of these things. I'd love to hear about it. And, guys, as always, you come across a really funny article or good article you'd like me to cover, email me, strongsuccessfulmale@gmail.com. If I don't get to it right away, I'll definitely get to it later on down the road. Just give me time, because I get bombarded with emails all the time for things you'd like me to do. And this also means personal stories. I love the personal stories. They're some of my favorite to go over. If you got a really good story you'd like to share, something that happened to you, whether it was last week or happened 25 years ago, cool. Just write it out in really good detail. I don't care if it's long, because a lot of guys like the long stories. If you got a great story, mega long, it's 10 pages long, I'll do it, as long as it's well written and it's a good story that we can all enjoy. Send it to me and I'll get to it. I've been getting so far behind that I do stories now. Sometimes I might see something pop up right away and I'll do it, but a lot of the stories I'm covering, you guys sent me 6 weeks ago, okay, and I'm just getting to it now. So just be patient, because sometimes guys will bombard me with the same thing, hoping that I didn't see it, so they hope I do it again. If you bug me about it, I'm not going to do it. So just be patient. I'll get to your story. And be sure to like the video, share with your friends, and subscribe. And I'll catch you next time.